Hello, comic book guys and gals, and welcome to Comic Mag Musings. I am your host, Bill Miller. Alright, so today we're going to check out some EC cover portfolios of Tales from the Crypt. These were produced by Russ Cochran decades after the original comic books had ceased to exist. So here is the envelope in which they came. It's in good condition. Got a rip there, damage to the sides, corners, some browning, slight foxing along the edges. And it says, step right up, here's another little package of goodies which are guaranteed to delight EC fans. 30, count them, full color covers. The 30 covers contained in this envelope represent some of the finest artwork done for EC Comics, and they are especially representative of the horror work of artist Jack Davis. These are the same covers used in the complete Crypt, except they are trimmed to include the entire cover. The colorings for these covers were done especially for this series by EC's original color artist, Marie Severin, and these were produced in 1979 by Russ Cochran, who was a big fan of EC Comics. I think he's from Missouri. And he was one of the founding members, I believe, of the Missouri chapter of the EC Fan Addicts when he was a youngster. So most of these are produced from the original artwork when possible. They are reproductions or reprints of the cover as well as the inside of the front cover. So here we have the first one, the Crypt of Terror, number 17. And on the inside, we have the Crypt Keeper's Corner. So some letters, a letters page on the inside of the front cover. Now, of course, Tales from the Crypt was the Crypt of Terror for 3 issues. Then it was renamed Tales from the Crypt. I can't remember which comic book series this replaced, because it starts at 17, so it replaced, I think it replaced A Moon, A Girl, A Romance, but I'm not positive on that. I'd have to check. We have Crypt of Terror number 18. On the inside is an advertisement for Weird Science. Crypt of Terror 19. And on the inside, we have the seal of the Association of Comics. So this was a toothless comic association that most comic book producers belonged to prior to 1955 and the creation of the Comics Code Authority. So this one was more window dressing to create the appearance that there was some sort of censorship imposing good taste in comic books. But everything went, to my knowledge, they really didn't censor anything. This is the first of the title change, Tales from the Crypt number 20. that same seal on the inside. Number 21. Now, with most of these Tales from the Crypt issues, as well as most of the other comic lines, number 22. Feldstein and Gaines would meet, and Bill Gaines would have some springboard ideas for stories. Feldstein would pick some and then go off and write them. So he did most of the writing for this series, and he was the editor as well as oftentimes the cover artist. So this is a Feldstein cover, as was the last one. And the seal again on the inside. Prior to that, the covers were by Johnny Craig. And Johnny Craig was the exception of the artist in that he would usually write his own stories. Another Feldstein cover for number 23. I'll try to go a bit quicker because we do have 30 to go through. And boy, they were pimping that seal. I think they anticipated that there might be a little bit of pushback for some of their horror lines. Feldstein with number 24. And again, the seal on the inside. A Feldstein cover with number 25. At first glance, this one looks more gruesome than it actually is. And the seal on the inside. And you realize it's not that gruesome, but then you start studying it, and you're like, secretly it kind of is. Number 26. I don't know who did this one. Wally Wood did this one. And on the inside, we have a fantastic advertisement for some watches and rings, things like that. So number 26, followed by number 27, another Wally Wood cover. And on the inside, we can play red hot harmonica music in, guess what, 8 minutes flat. Sign me up. Number 28. I'm going to say this is a Johnny Craig cover. And on the inside, we have the artist, the EC artist of the issue, Joe Orlando, with a quick bio on him. EC was number 29. We have Jack Davis cover, fantastic cover. EC was a pioneer in that respect, and then instead of having their artists conform to a house style, they publicized their artists, allowed them to sign their work, and emphasized artist of the issue, Jack Davis, emphasized their peculiar or specific styles. And oftentimes, Al Feldstein would pick certain stories that would be very complementary to the art styles of particular artists. Number 30, this is the Jack Davis cover. On the inside, it's an advertisement for several of the other magazines, the non-horror. Although you could say crime and shock or horror. Number 31, Jack Davis again. And on the inside, again, advertisement for crime suspense, shock suspense, frontline, two-fisted, weird fantasy, weird science. Number 32, Jack Davis. And this is an advertisement for the science fiction magazines with all three ghoul lunatics there. Number 33, Jack Davis. And inside, an advertisement for Mad, number 2. So, aside from Mad, which later became a magazine, number 34, Jack Davis, Tales from the Crypt is certainly the most famous or infamous, however you want to look at it, of the EC titles. Mainly because it was popularized by the Tales from the Crypt show on HBO in the 90s. And an ad on the inside for Mad number 3. So the Tales from the Crypt comics carry a premium because of that. They're easily the most expensive as a group of a title of all of the EC titles. Number 35, with a beautiful Jack Davis werewolf cover. And an ad for Mad number 4 on the inside. Mad was their humor title. It was also a companion title called Panic. Number 36, the Jack Davis cover. And on the inside, the EC artist of the issue, George Evans. For my money, the EC stable of artists is probably the greatest collection of comic book artistic talent ever. Number 37, a wonderful zombie Jack Davis cover. Just fantastic. On the inside, an opportunity to subscribe to Mad. Jack Davis again with number 38. And that same offer for a subscription to Mad on the inside. Number 39, Jack Davis, wonderful graveyard cover. And a subscription offer for Mad with a different image. Number 40, Jack Davis. This one can be tough to find in a little bit higher grade. Definitely carries a premium. And an opportunity to join the EC Fan Addicts Club. Number 41, Jack Davis. EC Fan Addicts Club subscription. $42, Jack Davis. And an opportunity to subscribe to Panic on the inside. Number 43, Jack Davis. Just a great cover. This one also, I've noticed in the last year and a half, this one in particular started to jump in price. And the Are You a Red Dupe? Infamous article written by Bill Gaines on the inside of the cover. And it's essentially likening censorship to one of the 44 Jack Davis cover to one of the tenets of communism. And on the inside, a different advertisement for Panic and Mad. 45, Jack Davis. And an offer for a subscription on the inside. And the last cover in the series, another wonderful werewolf cover by Jack Davis, number 46. This one as well, because it's the last cover, had a little bit lower print run, carries a little bit of a premium. And on the inside, in memoriam, the horror titles, and the announcement of the New Direction titles. I'm sorry, the New Trend titles. These were the New Direction. And this one